78% of suicide rates worldwide are men. What can we do to help them? Destigmatize men having actual emotions, and make getting help for mental illness the social norm. Well, let's see. 1. We make men out to be morons on all media. 2. We as a society teach our children to be afraid of all men, even family. 3. Men are looked down upon for having feelings or weakness. 4. If a man has an interest that are outside of you, we are seen as weak. 5. Our wives often grow tired of us and stop being sexual. When we ask, we are vilified for it. 6. We are told that it is our job to make our spouses happy. Our happiness be damned. Goddamn dudes, since a child I've been told white straight males are evil to the point it depresses me sometimes and I consider the bullet. It fucking sucks. Sometimes I'm constantly told I'm privileged and that everything I succeed at is because I'm a white male and not because of my hard work. Even though I outwork any female or minority or hell even any other white male I work with. It's always just because I'm white I succeed. Minorities and females often get the same jobs I get or the same level of respect without being worth a fuck. I mean shit, I worked my ass off to be where I am, and it seems like these other people don't even have to work to get ahead at all. They can take 3-hour lunches and go get 2-hour haircuts in the middle of the day. Yet I'm wrong when I leave 30 minutes early to go to the doctor to get medicine for leaving a female alone, but it's okay that I have to work late to clean up after myself and my co-workers 3 hours after my shift ends by myself. My safety doesn't matter. And #X200B. I can see why men want to blow their brains out sometimes. Fuck, we are constantly run through the ringer and we get the shit end of the stick only to be told you're oppressing us. Stop feminism and feminists. Stop making them do fucked up shit in the name of capitalism. Women always says it's because of toxic masculinity, yet the toxic masculine men are the ones they always go for. Ladies, if you wanna help wipe out toxic masculinity, stop fucking the football players and drug dealers and dude bros and start fucking the lonely shy dudes. Listen. Be more kind as a society, for one. Recognize how society has normalized emotionally abusive women. Pornhub VR game for free. Stop treating us like emotionally invincible machines. Compliment. The chat that saves lives. Most cases of suicide are due to being lonely. It's a core attached with tens, hundreds, maybe even thousands of reasons why they are hurt. You can have a family, close friends, maybe a partner, yet still be lonely. Loneliness isn't just being lonely. They can feel like they are the only ones with a problem and that they are weird. That they are not understood. That they are not being listened to. That they are forgotten and that nobody cares. They have put up a wall, so huge they can't even hear the echoes or have the strength to tear it down on their own. They will create a fake world with fake bonds and fake expressions, worst of all, a fake smile. They can't tell their own emotions or even their thoughts. They don't want to die, but they don't want to suffer, either through addiction, solitude, or simply no longer having the drive to continue. They are knocking on death's door. How can we stop this madness? How can we stop them from killing themselves? There is no simple answer, but there is a starting line. Don't let them suffer. All one, don't turn your backs on them. Yes, they have turned their backs on you. But no man or woman wants to die, so start a chat. It can save someone's life. Start breaking down toxic masculinity. It doesn't only hurt women, and the societal pressure for men to handle things singularly and privately, as well as the encouragement of emotional repression, leads to a hesitance to seek help. We need to encourage men to express their emotions in a healthy way and to ask when help is needed. We should also be removing the stigma around mental health and get the message out there that it is okay to need and seek out therapy, coping mechanisms and medication. None of the top replies acknowledge the fact that women attempt suicide more often than men. Homelessness and poor mental health create the seeds of a suicide attempt. They don't obviously affect whether a person is going to succeed in killing themselves. I think the gender imbalances in places like India and China are a big issue that contribute to this. You might have men in the West who actually believe they'll be alone forever, but in some parts of the world, the statistics actually support this. There's going to be tremendous long-lasting consequences when a society heavily prefers males over females. Unfortunately, there's really no way to correct this for the generations impacted. The system is keeping capable men powerless, especially black men. What a bad time to be male when so much is expected of you, yet opportunities to actually make a buck is nowhere to be found. I don't think that we should treat people who look like they haven't slept or look miserable like disgusting pieces of shit. It's not always the case that it is a homeless person or a druggie. Caring, or at least not caring, is way better than trying to avoid them at all cost, marginalizing and/or isolating them. Dead people don't need help. Actually say hi and be polite to everyone. One "Hey, how are you?" can make someone's day. I would think you would want to prevent them rather than help them. But if helping them is your goal, I guess you would want to make sure that whatever methods they are using are sure to work on the first try. Nothing worse than a botched suicide attempt with lasting consequences. /S. Stop putting so much stuff on our shoulders. Society needs to actually consider the feelings and plights of men. We're taught to just suck it up and let it go. See a man cry? What a loser he must be. This has been the approach for a long time. It's changing. Slowly. Men need an emotional outlet and need to be trusted that they won't be let down when letting their feelings out, especially for those with mental illnesses. Until this changes, globally, we won't see a significant drop in the suicide rates. No clue, mate, we're both on Reddit to get away from real stuff. Don't put such a huge pressure on men to be strong and not show emotion. Don't shit on us for wanting to sit on the couch after working a 12-hour day. Change the family court system. Men are being divorce raped. Don't shit on men just for being men. Shit, I read that incorrectly. Have the CDC study it. Realize men's problems are just as important as women's. Or more so when it comes to suicide. Raise them to understand that emotions are not a weakness. Too many men are forced to man up when they are dealing with mental health issues and emotional distress. It's okay to fail, it's okay to cry, and it's okay to ask for help. Hell, if any of you are looking for someone to listen who won't reveal any secrets to your families, DM me. I'll listen, and I've been known to give the odd bit of good advice. A civil war of people versus government global before World War III kicks off. Organizing a government forged from three distinctive traits under a balance of service and power. Altruistic, anarchy, and democracy. 1. Altruistic, virtue, serving the better benefit, selflessness for all, kosher, all-around goodwill. 2. Anarchy, fairness, reciprocity, acknowledgement of equality for oneself and value. 3. Democracy, free will, discussion of topics, transparency, liberty, negotiation, finding middle ground, independent of hive mind, and structural stability and balance. 1903 signature to the banks need to be reversed. Federal Reserve needs to be shut down. Rewrite the laws and acknowledging the importance of each one through checks and balancing them under practical terms and conditions. Oh, and nuke the pen, tar, gone. Oh, and steer clear. Shut down CIA, reorchestrate for civilian use than government. Area 51, the rampage was just a protest, so that failed obviously needs a proper retry. Lazy bastards. A reworking of an economy system. Religion needs a facelift. Bill of Rights stand firm. This is my terms and conditions, ladies, for putting up with all the bullshit everyone has gone through. Where's that cigarette? I think that providing men with a more comprehensible, realistic scope of social and emotional learning would do wonders. It would help with homelessness, finding intimate relationships, and more. Helping everyone, including women, to understand that a man is a man by wanting a penis, everything else is what makes them a person. Make an effort to reach out to people you see who look or act sad, because they probably are, and probably hoping someone will reach out to include them in something. A girl is a gun and we need reform. Give them a hug. Dudes need hugs. Admitting men can ask for help doesn't actually work if when a man does something he immediately gets dogpiled, often by the same ideological position that said men need to be more vulnerable. Other than that, often men need to help themselves, but there are ways and strategies that can be taught. Similar to how CBT, one of the more successful forms of therapy is teaching people to manage their own thoughts and moods.